Hello everybody, it's Tanya with Tinkering and Ink with Tanya, and I'm back with another video for another card. This one features no stamp sets. It does feature, however, these fabulous new stencils. There's a brick wall, there's some clouds, kind of a diamondy pattern, and this medallion. We're going to use this medallion this time. Stencils are so versatile. You can do so many techniques with them. And this one, I used reinkers and our Stampin Spritzers, like so. I filled it to about here, added about 10 drops of the reinker of whatever color, and I didn't do a powder pink one yet, but I've done Berry Burst and Fresh Fig and Tranquil Tide and some Lemon Lime Twist, just because I'm really enjoying using these spritzes after I rediscovered them. In my drawer, the day I got the box with these stencils, I had to play with them. I had to. That's just the way it was. And I pulled out of my drawer some spritzers that I'd made a couple years ago, and these are pearlized. I did put some of the Ranger Perfect Pearls Perfect Pearl Color powder into these containers, and it's fantastic. Look at the shimmer you get. I love it. I didn't want to pearlize all of the mists though. I do have some pearlized water that you can spritz over the top of your colors so that you don't have the pearl in every single container, because sometimes you just don't want the pearlized. So anyway, we are going to take a piece of watercolor paper. I did trim this down a little bit less than 5 1/4 by 4 inches, a little less than that because this mat is the same size. Okay, I was playing with my spritzes, and this is one of the things I did with it. I wasn't really thrilled with it, so we're going to use the other side. There's always two sides to every paper. We're going to use the other side of that. But this is some of the stuff I was doing with the spritzes. Can you see the color variation there? Tone on tone with the Lemon Lime Twist and the diamond one. Here's a brick with the Berry Burst with Fresh Fig over the top. Here's some Fresh Fig that I pearlized after the fact. Same with this Tranquil Tide. I love the way that color. All I did was spray a couple times, and if you spray kind of in a jerky motion, you get bigger droplets instead of a fine mist. There's another one here. This one was just liberally spraying with the Berry Burst over the diamond. I think I didn't have it down very tightly against the paper because it made kind of a mess. Anyway, so those are all some examples of spritzing onto the stencils. Let's do this one. I think I'm going to change up the colors. We're going to use, I keep changing my mind. I'm not sure what color. So take your paper and put it on, okay, honestly, I've been using a box because it does make such a mess. And we're going to kind of put this uncentered. I want it to spritz from top to bottom, side to side, but it isn't right smack in the middle of the pattern. I'm going to tack this down with a little bit of tape so it doesn't shift around on us. Okay, that looks good. Now, what do you think I should use? Should we do some Lemon Lime Twist and Tranquil Tide? We'll see how that comes out. I did use 3 colors on this one, and that was, what was it? Pink Pirouette, mid-tone of Blushing Bride, and some Melon Mambo, and that did turn out pretty stunning, I have to admit. Ooh, good color. We'll just use 2 colors, and these are not pearlized. I'm going to start with the Lemon Lime Twist. Okay. Take anything I don't want spritzed off of the table. Spritz, spritz, spritz. And I did discover you do not want to heat set the stencil. I started getting a funny smell, and I didn't want to risk melting the stencil, so I stopped. And then we're going to spray a little bit of the Tranquil Tide. Ooh, that's looking awesome. Ooh, see how I was hesitant about spraying, so I got bigger droplets. You should see my desk right now. That's why I recommend using a box. And then to finish it all off, because I want the sparkle, I do. I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of shimmer. And then I'm going to dab off some of the extra. Oh, I should have left it. See? Live and learn. Let's put some more color back, because I was silly enough to dab it off. Good thing I'm using a watercolor paper. How many of you tend to spray in the wrong direction? I know I do it all the time. Okay, look at that. That's beautiful. I'm going to set that where it's not going to contaminate anything else. And then we're going to use the heat tool to dry this. You could let it air dry, but we're talking to me here. I didn't let the other one air dry either. Love the color variation. Did I get much sparkle? I feel like I didn't get enough sparkle. And even though some of this is blending into the different shapes, I don't mind. It's got that artsy watercolored look. Oh yeah, the shimmer's coming out now. Not as intensely as the other one, because that was layers and layers of sparkle, because each color had sparkle in it. What do you think? Those two colors do make a wonderful palette. Yeah. I don't dig that back. This looks amazing to me. Okay. This one filled the card a little better. So you get different looks here. I could have thrown a blue in there, but this is pretty, I like that. You could go back and lay that stencil over and spritz some more color on there, or some more sparkle, either way. I think I'm going to leave these as blank note cards. I'm going to stitch around that quick, and then I will assemble the card. Alright, the stitching is complete, and as always I pull these tails through to the back and tape those down. And then we're going to adhere that to a crumb cake mat with a little fast fuse. Oops, got a little close to the edge. Get that back on screen. I wonder if it's going to stay warm for the next week or two. I hope so. It's early May here when I'm recording this. And weather is always a big topic for lots of us, because it affects our lives so much, and depends on what the weather's like, what we can do. It's beautiful outside. I think I'll be moving our wood pile later. Doesn't that sound like what you want to do? But that will prevent some of my grass from getting killed in the summer. All right, what do you think of that? On this card, I spritzed on the inside, and this is very vanilla thick cardstock. Loving that. Sometimes you just want a little less brightness, and it matches our watercolor paper quite nicely. I am going to have a clickable list of supplies in the bottom of the YouTube description here, and a link to the blog post featuring these cards. Please stop by, check out the list, go shopping, yay! support my videos and my crafting habits so you can continue to see more of my projects. If you're in the US, please consider using me as your upline if you would like to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Until next time, see you later. Bye.